My name is Stanley Louissant, CEO and founder of Louissant Aroma. I'm from Haiti. I came here since I was 9. From 9, go to middle school, go to high school, and now I'm here. At first, when I first came here, it was kind of difficult for me, especially when you just come to the country, you don't speak the same language with a lot of other kids in school. It's really hard for you to communicate with a lot of them. And it took me a while to find friends, to find a lot of people, to get used to it. My dad was already here when I came, so it was kind of already smooth. He was speaking proper English, and he had his own business at the time too. So it was kind of smooth. And the Caribbean household is just like sometimes when they want you to do something, you just gotta go for it. At the time, they wanted me to go to medical school, but in my mind, I just want to get it done over it and make them happy. But that was never in my mind to be like a nurse or go to medical school. The medical school for almost like 2 years, and I get to the program, I didn't like it. And the whole time they thought I was still going to school at the medical field, but I switched my major to law school, to criminal justice. And during the time, they didn't know. So when I was about to graduate, that's when they find out I was no longer in the medical school no more. The law school, I went to the criminal justice, graduate. My parents didn't even talk to me almost for a good 2 years because they were really mad at me. One of my friends, his name is Joseph. He's a good friend of mine. It's like we live as a brother because he know the passion that I have for fragrance. He told me like, hey, have you ever think about putting your own brand out or anything like that? That was something out of nowhere. When he gave me the idea, I took a pause. Over a year, I was still process that in my head until I was like, okay, it's time to make a decision. At the time, I remember I was working at Amazon. From working from Amazon, I spent a couple years there, like 2 years. From working there, I stock up every type of money that I can stock up. After dropping from medical school, law school, it was kind of a little bit hard for me. The first fragrance of Aroma that I put together, it was giving the type of smell like vanilla. And that was a pretty good job, From working at a gas station at Amazon, I start selling the little bottle of the fragrance. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people make fun of it. But at the end of the day, I still push it, I used to go to Office Depot, printing some little label and put it on the bottle. The way you present your product, that's the way people gonna look at it. It's just the fact, the way that you present it, that's how people gonna look at it. And that we were pretty well on presenting the product to the client, so when they see it, so they can react in a different way. I usually put some t-shirt just so I can promote like the brand. I have the t-shirt, it just have the LR logo and it says Louissant Aroma on it. I opened my first little shop. It was in Pompano Beach. I remember the day that I sent that video to my dad, and I was like, "Hey, Dad, this is my shop." He looked at it. He didn't even respond. He didn't even say nothing to me. And I sent him another text. I was like, "Dad, I'm having a grand opening." He didn't even respond back. Still, doing all those time, I'm just trying to show him that I'm doing something, When I moved to the mall, after having the grand opening, this is when things start really getting serious. This is when I really start getting into the suit, all type of clothing. We come out with our watch collection, shoes collection. And I remember after a couple months, and he called me. He was like, "I heard you just opened your store at the mall." And I was like, "Yes, Dad." And he was so proud. Sometimes the person is proud of you, but they have that type of tough love. They don't want to show that the soft side of them, but deeply they still proud of you, 100%. But we had a good connection. We talked about everything. With the Haitian community, it's really important when we see one another doing something great, especially when you're doing something positive that elevating the community, that's putting the country, because that's putting the country in a different type of level. When someone passed by, they say, hey, this is a Haitian owner that built this. You gotta have the faith, you know. Faith is the biggest weapon to fight against life. Without faith, you can't make anything happen. You know, you can speak with God, you know, like he's in front of you. Most of the time, a lot of people think it's just God is not listening. I haven't met a person that actually put God first in whatever that they're doing for them to fail in life. Believe in God, just know God's in control. And as long as you have the faith, you know God is with you, and you believe this is the vision God wants you to do, whatever that you want to do, just go for it. There's never a perfect time to do anything. You have to fail so many times in life to learn, because the more you fail, the more you know. Because a lot of people, we're supposed to be best friends with failure. And the water is actually another target for us to reach to a lot of places we're not able to reach right now. So, like, for example, if you go to a restaurant right now and you see the water, you're gonna be curious. You're gonna be like, what is it? By checking out the name, now you're gonna know about the brand, you know? That's a way of marketing. We just gotta keep pushing and trying to elevate ourselves to the different brand and putting ourselves in a position where we can open more location, you know? I can't wait to continue doing big thing in the community. That's my dream, and that's the goal, and we're gonna make it happen for sure.